Good afternoon, teachers. I'm going to take a couple of minutes here to just go over the assignment with you again. Try to do it quickly, but I'm also going to go over the Google document and show you how to set up a Google document. And I'll do that last in case you already know how to do that. You won't have to watch that part of the video. This assignment, which will be due this Thursday, starts off with just a brief description about the benefits of using mobile devices, which there are many. This is just a brief list, and I'll share more on that later. Part one of the assignment asks you to identify 10 apps. I've lowered that since we didn't get to meet from 15. Okay, I would like you to try to find, especially since you're elementary school, to find one app that is related to 21st century. Now, while I'm thinking about that, your apps don't have to be instructional, and of course you have a wide breadth of apps that your secondary and middle school folks don't, because they're one content area. Your apps can be math or social study or science. Okay, would like for you to try to find one that's connected to 21st century literacy, which is a research app or a reading app or a writing app. Okay, with that said, also your apps could be related to classroom management. Could be a app like Classroom Dojo that allows you to or functions as a classroom management app. Now, what you're going to do when you identify those apps is you're going to create a Google document, with a table on it, and it's going to have this information on it: name, download, description, and then at least one ISTE standard that's addressed. I don't need to read that in detail. You can look over that. Let me show you what that's going to look like. So first thing you're going to do is I've set up, and there's a link to it on our Moodle page, I've set up a table on a Google Doc that looks just like this. And you're going to, I don't think I have a content area on yours because I'm doing yours separate from the middle secondary, but you're going to put your name and then the link to the Google app. I'm sorry, you're going to put your name and then you're going to put a link to your Google page that you've created with your apps. Please make it active just by hitting return. See if anybody didn't make theirs. I may have made them all active. But just please make them active. And then when I click on it, it will take me to your page. And then you can see this is a student who created theirs. It may be a little bit different. I'm always tweaking these assignments, so it may look a little bit different, but you get the idea of it, right? So this was Kyler who did his, and he just numbered each of them: name, download, description, ISTE, content area. So yours may not look exactly like this because, as I said, I'm constantly tweaking them, but hopefully this gives you a little idea about what I'm expecting to see on yours, or how it might look. So let me go back to our technology project. The second part of it is at the bottom of the Google document that you create. You're going to describe how you would use one of these apps in your classroom, and you're going to hit each one of these bulleted points: what the app does, the benefits of using the app in your classroom, just an example of a lesson that you might do, including grade level, ISTE standards that lesson would meet, and then apply it to the SAM or TPACK model. And remember, all I'm looking for here is about a page. You may get in, I think most of you, about page and a half. Then the next part of it, the final part, is when we come into class on Thursday, I would like for you to pick 3 apps that were your favorite to share with your classmates. Tell the name of the app, the grade level, briefly demonstrate how the app works. Be prepared to accomplish all of them. So have gone through and kind of know, you're not sort of fumbling around as I am sometimes with how to do that. You got 5 to 10 minutes to do that, and that is a hard to 5-10 minutes, so you should provide enough detail that you at least hit 5 minutes, but you can't go over 10 or we won't get finished. And then have 2 apps as backup in case someone has your app. So have a couple backups so that, if everybody don't use ClassDojo. It's a great one to learn about, but just in case someone has your app, that you have some that you can share outside of that. Okay, share your Google Doc using the link which is on Moodle, and then we need to make sure that your phone works with AirServer. All right, and then I just have a table here that shows everything that's to be expected. All right, any questions? I'm in the classroom. I'm sorry, I'm still a little loopy from my kidney stone. So speaking of any questions, though, I'm going to set up a Google Hangout this afternoon. I'm going to send you an email. I'm going to do that between 4 and 5, and I'll send you a link at that time, right before then, so that you can join me for a Google Hangout if you have any questions about this assignment or your benchmark. Okay, now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to transition and I'm going to go to Google Docs. So if you know how to use Google Docs, you can quit watching. If you don't, I'm going to just real quickly show you how to set up a Google Doc. For those of you don't leave just yet, make sure that your Google Doc is set up so that I can edit it, not just view it, that I can edit it, because I may want to put comments on there, and I'm going to show everybody how to do that. So to make a Google document, you just go to Google Docs, and you set up an account, just like you would set up a Gmail account. And then once you get into that account, you should have a page that looks something like mine without all of these Google Docs down here. And then all you do is just hit blank. Okay, and then it just sort of functions like a Word document. You would just put your name up here, your name and the course and the date. You might want to put the assignment, right? And then next, just come down and hit insert table. Okay, and then however many, and I'm just dragging down on this, however many columns and rows you need. And then you just populate that with your information. It's that simple. It's always saving. It's always saving. So to share it with me, what you're going to do is go to share, put your name in there, and then hit save. And then you're going to go up here to get shareable links. See where I'm circling right here? And you're going to click on that. Okay, and instead of having view, you're going to have it so that I can edit it. And then you just hit copy link, and that's what you include on the course, our classroom Google Doc. Okay, that's how it's done. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you on Thursday. Thanks for your patience.